We're shifting our focus towards Japan. We're now learning that Japan's Liberal Democratic Party and the Japan Innovation Party will sign a coalition agreement later today, setting the stage for the formation of a new government. Now, according to Hirofumi Yoshimura, the co-leader of the JIP, the agreement will reportedly be signed at 6 p.m. local time. This coalition deal will enable Sanaé Takaichi to become Japan's first female prime minister. Now, this agreement in itself has been reached after extensive discussions between Takaichi and Yoshimura, including a phone call this morning where Yoshimura proposed the final terms of the deal. Now, once signed, the new coalition will proceed with a vote on Takaichi's appointment as Prime Minister, which is scheduled for tomorrow. Although the coalition is 2 seats short of a majority in the lower house, Takaichi is expected to win the vote in a second round runoff. Additionally, the new coalition deal also includes political measures, such as a plan to lower the consumption tax rate on food to 0 from the current rate of up to 10%. Moreover, the JIP has demanded the abolition of corporate and organizational donations, which the LDP has now accepted. Another key policy proposal is the cutting of parliament seats, which appears to be a non-negotiable condition for JIP's entry into the coalition. This development, of course, comes days before US President Donald Trump is scheduled to visit Japan, and also comes prior to the APEC summit in South Korea. With us on the broadcast is Dr. Satoru Nagao, fellow at the Hudson Institute, joining us from Tokyo. Thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX World. We of course see a very crucial development coming in as far as the coalition government and setting this up in the first place is concerned as well. I wanted to understand from you, what are the implications of forming this sort of government which lacks full majority in the lower house? What sort of stability can we expect from it?
Stability relies on the majority or not. And in this case, traditional coalition partner Komeito has already left from the Liberal Democratic Party, which is the biggest ruling party, but lost the majority. So that's why they need to find alternative coalition partner, and the Japan Innovation Party agreed to join this instead of the Komeito party. So that's why this is good news. But at the same time, even if the Liberal Democratic Party cooperate with Japan Innovation Party, indeed this is not a majority. Indeed, only the 2 seats, but 2 seats is lacking to get the majority. So that's why the case-by-case basis, the Liberal Democratic Party and the Japan Innovation Party needs one more party to get the majority. So that's why the currently is from the opposition party, 3 small, 1 middle-sized party and 2 small party could be the candidate, and the case-by-case basis they will cooperate with them. In this case, is it a stable government or not? Is rely on how to cooperate with these 3 parties. So that's why still the Mr. Takaichi, who will be the prime minister, needs the negotiation skill to persuade these 3 opposition parties case-by-case basis.
Indeed, and I've also read out the fact that the JIP has made a list of demands such as cutting of parliamentary seats, banning corporate donations as well. How might this then affect, because they've pointed out that these are non-negotiating points. So if Takaichi does go about bringing these reforms, I want to understand from you, how could this then affect the electoral system itself of Japan in the long run?
In this case, Japan Innovation Party is, of course, Japan's national party, but indeed their supporter is concentrated in the Kansai area, one of the area of Japan. Osaka, Kyoto, these cities are located. Population is relatively big, but only the Kansai area they got the support. In other area of Japan, there is no support for them. So that's why even if the Japan Innovation Party demand to reduce the number of the members total number of the parliament, national diet. In this case, there's a possibility that reducing places could be a little bit regional basis. So, of course, under the current negotiation, of course, they should not rely on the place to reduce the member of the parliament. It's regional basis. They try to not regional. They try to more equal manner. They try to do that. But at the same time, based on their support, based on the fact, coalition partners' supporter is concentrated the Kansai area. Maybe LDP will concede the seat in this area to the Japan Innovation Party. It's relatively feasible. So that could happen, I think.
And I also wanted to understand from you, because another condition put forth by the Japan Innovation Party is reducing the consumption tax on food to zero. Then how could this impact revenue generation for the new government?
And the feature of the consumption tax is rich or poor is not a matter. If they buy something, they need to pay. So to promote the economy, of course, the poor people can buy more food or living something, could contribute, and they will support in the election, support the ruling party in the election. That could be the influential. So that's why consumption tax matter is a little bit popular in Japan. So Japan Innovation Party is demanding, and LDP will accept it in the future. But at the same time, problem is how to find alternative source of income. So in this case, they need to raise the tax in the other area is needed. Without this, national debt will increase, but in case of Japan, national debt is very big, so that's why it is not easy to increase national debt so much. That is a problem.
All right, sir. With that, I'd like to thank you for taking out time explaining to our viewers what's transpiring in Japan amidst all of these high-octane developments. With that, viewers, we're shifting our focus to more news coming in. We're now learning that a cargo plane flying from Dubai has skidded off the runway and into the sea while landing at Hong Kong International Airport early this morning. The aircraft was a Boeing 747 operated under Emirates flight number EK9788. It was carrying no cargo but did have 4 crew members on board. We're now learning that all of the crew members have been rescued safely. However, local police has reported that 2 people inside a ground vehicle near the runway have been struck by the aircraft, and both individuals have been declared dead. Visuals emerging from the scene show that the aircraft was partially submerged in water near the airport seawall, with its nose and tail sections separated. Additionally, the escape slide can be seen deployed, and the north runway has now been closed after the accident. Meanwhile, we are learning that the south and central runways at the Hong Kong International Airport continue to operate. The airport itself has confirmed that weather and runway conditions were safe at the time of the accident. Furthermore, authorities have launched an investigation into the cause behind this accident, looking into several factors such as the aircraft system, maintenance and operations. Listen in to what the Executive Director of the airport operations had to say.
Around 4 a.m. this morning, a cargo aircraft, flight UAE 9788, departing from Dubai to Hong Kong, ran off from the rough runway upon landing and crashed through the fencing and into the sea. Unfortunately, an airport security patrol car was there at that time. The aircraft collided with the patrol car and pushed the car into the sea. 4 aircraft crew on board and quickly rescued by Fire Service Department. Fire Service Department also rescued 2 security staff from the sea. One was certified dead at the hospital, another certified dead at the sea.
Shifting focus to the Philippines, we're now learning that Tropical Storm Fengshan known locally as Ramil, slammed into northern and central Philippines on Sunday, claiming at least 8 lives. Authorities have evacuated over 22,000 people from flood and landslide-prone areas, and we're also learning that 3 others in the meantime are injured and 2 people remain missing after a landslide took place in southern Bukidnon. 5 people have died in Quezon province when a tree fell on them. Search and rescue teams, meanwhile, continue to look for missing victims. The storm itself, which brings winds of up to 65 kilometers per hour, is expected to exit the Philippines and head towards China very soon. With that, viewers, it's a wrap on the China Report on NewsX World. Stay tuned for more such developments as we slip into a quick short break.